Hey, it's me, Barry Spaggett. Hope you all are enjoying Spooky Month. I know I am. This is the month I get to give kids candy from my white van and not get arrested. Ha ha ha. But anyway, sorry for the delay on this episode. SoundCloud likes to drain my cock and balls of cash. More coming later this week. Ah ha 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 ha.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Nightless City Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Midnight. Today on this special podcast, we have a guest. We got our boy Hannibal. How you doing over there, Hannibal?
I'm doing well. It's a wonderful Sunday.
You know what? That's good. Your Redskins beat the Eagles, and I was so hurt, so hurt.
Oh, that team doesn't exist anymore.
You're right.
The Eagles got beat by a team that has no name.
You don't have to put the salt in the wound.
I mean, we're stating facts.
That's true. We got our buddy Houston here. How you doing?
Unfortunately, I'm being forced here against my will with a gun up to my head, so I guess I'm doing okay.
Well, I mean, you can leave. I mean, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
We got our buddy Jay as always. Jay, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right.
You sound a little tired, huh?
Nah,
No, I'm not tired.
it's pretty chill.
So today I wanted one of the topics today were parenting and parenting techniques. Today I was out about and one of my friends we were chilling.
During COVID?
Yeah, we were out and about during COVID. Why? I mean, life shuts down, but that doesn't mean my life shut down. I mean, the Nightless City never stops moving. So, I might be out and about. Yeah, I don't even think COVID made it over here. Did COVID come over here? Houston? Did COVID make it over here?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dog.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Maybe,
COVID.
COVID. Is that something that happened in America? What's going on over there?
Not too sure. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? It's gotta be an Australian thing. A lot of weird shit's going on over there.
I think it is an Australian thing. I think it's a thing going on down there. But
To be fair, it could be.
But to go back to the point, when I was thinking about how he was gonna have to raise that kid, because man, his baby mama's actually fucking insane. He's going crazy on him. It was like watching a car accident. It was like you couldn't stop watching, but you just like, oh, good lord. And we're just thinking like, how do you think you were parented, and how do you think that's gonna affect how you parent? That was something that I wanted to cover against you guys today. Let's start off with Jay. How do you feel that you've been parented? How do you think that'll affect how you parent others or your children?
I don't know. I feel like I got probably the best of it, at least in where we live, of course, because I know I have plenty of friends who are their parents are questionable at best. So let's leave it at that. I don't want to go on anyone's parenting skills here. I'm not a parent myself, but it definitely, seeing other people go through things like that easily puts things in perspective for you and makes you ponder on how you're going to do stuff.
But how was yours? Like, how was your, like, if you gave it a...
Obviously, it's not the best, but it's not the worst by any means, Like, if someone would have asked, like, did I have a good childhood? I'd say, yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so it was 50-50. How about you, Eustace? How do you think you were raised? How do you think you're gonna raise your child when you get to, you get to have one day?
How I think I was raised, I would say it was pretty good. A little late on some things. Like, I should have been in driving school a little earlier. I should have been learning how to drive a little earlier. There were some things I was kind of late on, but I think it was pretty good. And probably with my child, I'll do the things that I did with my dad. For example, I wanted to go fishing. I want to go kayaking. I never really did with my dad. So if I ever had a child, I'll do that with him. or
You know
her.
what? Remind me
Doesn't
one
matter.
day to bring you when I go fishing and kayaking. You got to remind me one day because I've done all
Yeah, I
of those
will.
things. And I got to say, oh, except for kayaking, I've never went kayaking, so I guess that's something we could do new.
Yeah, since like since my dad isn't like he's around, but you know he lives somewhere else, and that kind of put a damper on things because there's a lot of things I really wanted to do, but we just never got a chance to. So the things I never did with my dad, I'm going to do with my child. For example, I should have been learning responsibility a little earlier before I got to a certain age. So let's say if I have a child, right, whether that be boy or girl, before the age of 11, so let's say 10 or 9, I'm going to teach them the values of how you get stuff done. Like, don't procrastinate, because that's something I did on my own accord, unfortunately. But I'm gonna teach them why you need to get things done, or this is what you do to make money. You got to work to get money. You got to learn the importance of working out, staying in shape. Now, I'm not going to be a control dictator over them, but I will implement that in their lives. So, for example,
Like the basics.
yeah. So, like after breakfast, like I'll wake them up a little earlier, get them ready, and eat breakfast. You know, I'm like, all right, let's do a small little workout. Boom. After school, let's do a small little workout. After dinner, boom, let's do a small little workout. So like, and it's just after they eat, because I ate and I just go sat down, and it took me until middle school to learn that it was really bad. Like you shouldn't really do that. So after then, you know, again, I'm just teach them the things I wasn't really taught at like 10 or 11 or 12 or 13, 14, 15. I had to learn this stuff on my own. So that was a little thing. And, you know, I'm going to teach them stuff that I learned. Like, for example, I learned how to ride a bike late. Like, I didn't start learning how to ride a bike until I was like, what? In middle school? No, 6th grade. You know, just stuff like that. You know, again, things I never did with my dad, I'm going to do with them, while still letting them have their own flow, getting them, you know, so they can at least develop into the person that they are going to be.
Right.
By the time they're like 18, I really don't care anymore.
Okay.
Real quick, I wanted to add
go ahead.
something to that real quick. You remind me of I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but there's like a guy who grew up. I think he grew up without a dad, and he runs a YouTube channel where he basically teaches you how to do certain things that dads usually would teach you. So like, you know, how to, I don't know, fix a part of a car or whatever, how to install something in the house. That just reminded me of that.
Yeah, and I'm going to stress this, like, because I can't stress this enough. It's really like, for a child, it is really important you do these things, because let's take an entitled brat.
Wait. Before we go into another one, I want to, someone who was supposed to be here earlier, who was late, who's going to get scolded later, decided to join in now. So let's welcome another guest here, our buddy Carlito. Let's boom, he's all back in here. Hey Carlos, how you doing? You should have been here earlier, man. What happened?
So I was watching, you know, the fight between the Wanakatsuki guy and Gara. Hey, that shit's epic.
That was pretty. When they were in the sky over the sand village?
Yeah, bro. Gara could have ended that guy. The reason he didn't, he needed to protect the village and move a fucking desert worth of sand out.
But let's not spoil that right now. So we were talking about you'll probably go after Hannibal, but we were just talking about how you were raised and how that'll impact how you raise your child. Cameron, you know, came up with a pretty good one. So let's see Hannibal's viewpoint on it. Hannibal, how do you feel about this topic?
So I was raised in a unconventional household. So I truthfully believe it's all about the village that raises the child. And, you know, you just got to make sure that they are proud of who they are and give them tons of love. I don't want to be too controlling. But, yeah, there's just so many influences that they need to be around.
And what do you think is a major thing you got to teach your child at a young age?
Self-confidence, pride.
You really think that's a big one?
In this day
Everything
and
else
age?
is secondary. So much of what?
Oh no, can I add on after you're done? What Caleb said.
Oh, all I was saying was that most things in this world are built off the premise that you're less than, and you need an additive or something like that, whether it's toys, clothing, sports, all that jazz. So once you can build a core that, they can do whatever and they are everything, then you can just add from there.
Oh, so you're saying like raise them to be gods, and they'll if you raise them like they're gods, they'll grow up to be gods type thing.
Well, better than gods, titans.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that. Ooh, I do like that. What were you gonna say, Green? Or Jay? Or say you?
It was me.
Oh, yo, it was Eustace. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Say your thing. What were you gonna say?
So to add on to that, and I do believe like the village part, but the one big thing that to structure a child is basically what they learn from their parents. And I'm going to say this very bluntly and direct. Do as I say, not as I do type bullshit doesn't really work, because they're going to do what they see. So like you see a rapper, all these kids seeing a rapper, putting out hot merch or like buy this, or they're going to, or do this, they're going to do it. And that's like a big part. So the structure.
So are you saying lead by example? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
more so
lead
just
by
like
example.
Show them what's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that and lead by example. He's just like, for example, you want to show them how to take responsibility. So if they break a vase and they lie, you gotta tell them and show them like you can't lie, because no one really likes a liar. All right, just own up to it. Show them examples of how to be a person of society, a good person of society with dignity, integrity, and honesty.
The thing about that is, someone good for society doesn't mean you're a good person. I could kill babies in my pastime, but be a great person for society. Like I could steal money from the homeless, and yeah, I'm a great person for society, but I do that. Being a great person to society doesn't mean you're a good person in general.
Did you not hear me say with integrity and honesty?
Okay, I could be honest about it, and that doesn't, or I could not lie about it, and that still doesn't make me a good person.
I think,
but it structures them.
Oh yeah. Those are some key values, but I just wanted to show you that some things that you say could be taken different ways because it's a bit subjective.
And to add on to that, you need to show them critical damn thinking, because not a lot of people seriously. I can walk out in the middle of the street, find someone random, and ask them a critical thinking question, all right, and they're not going to get it right. For example, A and red and blue were debating that the sky was purple, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
They were debating on the sky that was purple. They read that the sky was blue, but they still kept debating on the sky was purple. Now you gotta be.
It's not critical thinking. That's just called being retarded. That's if you read it. I mean, if you look up and you see the sky's blue,
here's let me tell you, people are going to say, yeah, the sky is purple, right? And that shows like a lack of both critical critical thinking.
I think that's just people are simply being ignorant in their own rights.
But
like they don't want to accept the truth.
We shouldn't need people being ignorant.
On another tangent, I want to see how Carlito thinks about this topic. So, how do you think you were raised will affect how your child will be raised, and what would you do differently?
So in general, when somebody has a fucked up childhood, which I did, right? But when somebody has a fucked up childhood, it usually goes one of two ways. They either become their parent or they become the opposite of their parent. It's just like alcoholics. So the sons and daughters of alcoholics tend to either become alcoholics or not drink. And yeah, there are some of them that know how to drink with regulation, but the majority choose one or the other.
Right.
And that's kind of how I plan on, if I have a kid, raising my kid. My parents taught me how to not parent. My dad did a bunch of fucked up shit. My grandparents did a bunch of fucked up shit. But what's important is that you need to make your child feel loved from an early age. You need to help them, like Hannibal said earlier, you need to help them feel confident, because confidence is key, right? Because in this life, you need to be confident to get anything done. If you can't go outside confidently, how are you supposed to go outside and get an interview and get a job? If you can't go outside confidently and feel like, yeah, I'm the shit. Like, you don't have to be overconfident, but you have to be like, yeah, I'm a person and I'm capable, or else you're not going to get anywhere. So making sure your child is confident is part number one. Second is loving them and understanding that your child is their own person, you know? So a lot of parents get too controlling and they don't let their kid be themselves. You know, like some shit you gotta let your kid figure out for themselves. Of course you want to set a good example, give them the basics, you know, but for instance, people always are like, oh my God, I can't believe my kid tried alcohol underage or smoked weed when I told them it was wrong. Like, they're gonna make their own choices. You just have to, your job is to make sure that when it comes time for them to make their own choices, they do it intelligently. Even if they make a bad choice, that they kind of cover their ass, you know? But the way I was raised is like, instead of being given confidence and told that I was, you know, good enough, I was belittled. I was the opposite. And not by my parents, but my grandparents.
Yeah, I've heard that
my
you
dad
said before that they were kind of dickheads.
My dad did a bunch of shit that hurt me, but my mom, all she did was give up. She gave up on changing my father and how he acted. And that's another thing. Like, certain times it's not the abuse, it's that your parents give up on you, you know? And like, when I raise a child, I want them to know that no matter what, I'm proud of them. I'm never gonna give up on them.
You know, that's probably one of the those are probably some of the best takes I've gotten on that subject, on this subject matter. Yeah, like, oh man, that was really good. And Hannibal, how do you feel about that? Do you agree with that?
Serious.
Yeah, I do. I mean, again, it's about the foundation.
The thing is, right, like, if you don't get a good foundation from your parents, you either spiral or you find friends. Like, friends are the family that you choose, right? So my family's fucked up, but my friend choices, like, my friends are supportive of me. And that's the only reason I've been able to get this far, you know?
Yeah, that's truly something. I really,
Yeah, I think.
I would also add to it, right, that it also depends on your view, right? Right. If you don't, you know, love yourself and your foundation is cracked in yourself, children are your product, right? They're 50%, if not more, of you based on the whole nurture nature thing. So it's how much of you in the world do you want to be replicated or to evolve? Because that's all children are. It's the next stage.
all right.
I think the one important thing that we kind of missed was teaching them the importance of consequences of their actions, because in today's day and age, apparently you can just get away with anything, apparently. And so, okay, I'm gonna start with the male, with the females first, because I see this all the time, right?
Uh-oh.
You can't.
Incel alert.
First of all, you think you can just hit a guy and get away with it? Like, no. I'll give, like, now it depends. But if you're actively trying to hurt someone, like hurt a male, you should at least expect them to fight back. Now, if you slap them, fine, whatever. It's just a slap. But if like closed fist punching this man or any man, you should at least expect them to fight back. Because I'm not gonna let a woman hand closed fist hit me. A slap, okay, I'm not gonna do anything. It's just a slap. But like a closed fist actively trying to hurt me, no. And then if some female does it, and then people are going to take her aside, like she's actively trying to hurt me. And then there's these false allegations, and that shouldn't be.
Well, now
fair.
this, all right. So this is getting to another subject that we're gonna cover.
No.
Like, real quick. This is going down
again, all of this
rabbit hole.
And then for the males, like, males do grimy shit too.
I mean,
Overall,
we all
I think
do.
both sides. I think both sides at an early age should learn the consequences of their actions heavily. If they do something messed up, they should fear or they should feel the consequences of that because it's really fucked up. You can just do something and be like, oh,
Everything.
I'm not going to do anything.
Everything has a cause and effect, and that a lot of people don't get that simply, which is why we are where we are today.
I'm gonna throw a
Another
brick
thing
at a
is, like,
car. I'm not gonna get
Another
arrested.
thing is like, so what you really need to teach your child, and I plan on if I ever have a kid, you need to teach your child how the world works. You need to sit them down when they're old enough to understand how shit works, you know, because as
Not
children,
everything's a handout.
they try to keep them. The schools don't talk about real shit, you know. They don't talk about the real shit that's going on, and your kid needs to know because if your kid knows from an early age, it's not shocking when they find out what's going on. They can adapt better. Like you need to teach your kid all the things that school will fail to teach them. Like, you think I knew how to do taxes in school? You think that they taught me anything about that shit?
Dog,
How to
I had to
apply
learn
for a
editing from
job?
the ground up, literally. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, like
literally.
I took a goddamn computer class
We
and
both
they
did.
taught me fuck all, bro. Like they literally taught us like fucking basic ass shit that will not ever help us, bro. Give you an idea. For Miss Neal's final project, you know what I did? She was like, you need to make an apple. I literally fucking took a picture of an apple and pixelated it. And she said, good job. She said, good job. Can I use this for my portfolio of student work? Was like, fine. And I got an A on that shit.
You
Your
know,
kids
the crazy
need to
thing is,
know
though,
all the things they fail.
Ironically, you're probably one of the best people in the chat at editing, like photos and whatnot. Because Skeletor is good, but like
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I learned that all on my own on a goddamn free program on my phone. Like, the fucking program and just, like, doing it on my own, experimenting, helped me get further than an entire year's worth of classes.
Dog, it really do be like that. But I wanted to segue to the next question or the next topic, because this was what we covered when we did this off camera or off recording. And we were talking about the ghost. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in haunted spirits? This is quite an interesting one for me and Jay because we both have had our encounter with the spirit. So we just want to hear Hannibal, Eustace, and Carlitos take on.
Are y'all going to share your story?
Oh yeah, we definitely are. I'll take the reins for sharing the story. But before we do, we want to make sure. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I didn't for a long time, but I do.
How about you, Hannibal? You believe in ghosts?
Not in the Western context, but definitely from my understanding of Japanese tradition and Shinto beliefs.
That Ming Dynasty pussy got you acting unwise. I love that meme so much. Eustace, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah,
Why'd you say that so defeated? You all right, buddy?
I got a story for that.
Man, it's the blue blanket conspiracy all over again, bro. So, we actually do. We have me, Jay, and our buddy Gabe. One day we were exploring. I'm not gonna dox where we were, but near where we were, there was this mini golf course. And I'm not gonna hold you. We had no business being there. There was a dilapidated bridge, like right next to it, that we had to like throw harnesses across to like try to get over. It was real cool. It felt like we were playing what's that Nathan Drake game?
Uncharted?
Yeah. I felt like we were playing Uncharted, how we were scaling everything. So we make it there, and we crazy thing is, all of the equipment was still there. So there's like hundreds and hundreds of rackets. They're still there today. Hundreds there, drivers, things, all sorts of stuff. We go in there, all the cashier stuff's all set up nice. Well, not nice, but better than you'd expect an abandoned mini golf course. And we explored all the houses. We actually have videos of this. I have videos of, they're in the topic chat if you want to go see. If you scroll up a little bit, I posted 3 videos of our adventures. And everything was normal. There was no electricity. All the lights were broken. All of them didn't work. But there were these 4, I swear, there were these 4 lights overhead of the, of one of the mini golf attractions. And me being me, I took a racket and I broke all 4 of them. And I kid you not, the second I started breaking them, music started playing. And it literally had no direction of where the music was. It was coming from left, coming from right, coming from up, coming from down. I kid you not. And I caught it all on video, everything on video. Keep in mind, it's in the middle of summer, like 6 o'clock. I think it was about the rain. And man, oh man, it was crazy. JJ, tell them your point of view when all that went down, when we started, when the music started playing.
No. So, Gabe and I were exploring. We were just scaling the house that was next to the course, and the moment he had broke the fourth light, we heard at first a bell actually had went off. A bell had went off, and it kind of got really slow towards the end of it, and then that's when the music kicked in. And me being me, I'm like, all right, I don't like this. I already want to leave now. So I'm telling my bud Gabe, I'm like, hey, get him so we can leave because this feels really uncomfortable. By the time we start making our way to the bridge, he's recording, as you said, he has all of this on camera. He's recording it. I'm making my way across it, but like I get yanked, and I look back, and it's Gabe with like so much fear in his eyes. He points, he just points at the house. And now, like I said, like Caleb said, there's no power. There's nothing. All the wires.
There was no power.
We even checked the box. All of that was fried. Like that was done. There was no way any of that could function. I'm not an electrician, but I know enough to know that there was no way of saving that at all. It looked horrible. The house was on. Like the lights were on, and there was somebody standing at the door. And pure adrenaline started coursing through my body. So I yank him, and we're moving across the bridge. And I'm looking back to see where Caleb is, and he's just still there recording. I'm like, bro, please come on. Please, because if I lose you to some bull like this, there's no way I'm going to be able to explain this. So after us three
recorded for so long.
Really, he did. And after us three made it across, we didn't stop running. We did not stop running.
Oh man, that was honestly probably some of the funnest I had. I remember I tripped on the bridge right at the end, and that scared me even more because it was like right when we were about to make it to the exit, I tripped. Like, oh, I was like,
pull some white people horror movie stuff.
No joke, man. Oh man. Whew. It was not fun. What was yours? Your interaction, Eustace?
Okay, so this was when I was staying over at my dad's when he lived in that one area. Right? So I don't know how I got dragged into this, but I ended up sneaking out the house. Right?
Okay.
With a bunch of kids in the neighborhood, and we were just out.
What do you mean you got dragged into it? You made that decision, nigga. You decided yourself.
You're gonna find out why I said I got dragged into this. I forgot where. So in the area, it's like, you know how townhouses are sectioned off. Like there's like one area, and then it connects to another, and then it connects to another.
Right.
Okay, so when you leave the area that takes you into the townhouses, there's this little passage that's blocked off. We scaled it, and we just and my dumbass said, "Oh hey, let's go deeper in the woods." And all of them agreed with me. It was like, okay. So we found a tent with clothes, and this is here I said, "Damn, I got dragged into this on my own accord, of course." My dumbass decides to open the tent.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Homeless naked man. He's like, give me your giblets. Like, what do you do then?
Give me your giblets.
Like, what's the plan then?
I open it, and I see something red. I was like, oh my fucking god! I fall on my ass, and I just see something ruffling inside. I was like, hey, yo, we gotta go. Instead of running the way we came, my dumbass and a few others who followed me for some apparent reason, maybe because I was the big boy of the group, me being tall in size, we ran towards the river. Stupidest mistake we ever made. Now, this river is connected to an overhead, is under a bridge, right?
Oh no!
If you fall from that bridge, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from it. We ran under the bridge, and I kid you not, I saw something hanging from the bridge. I was like, what the fuck is going on tonight? So I'm just running down the pathway. I'm just like, I'm kicking it. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm out. I run up the path, I run past the bridge, under the bridge, keep going. More stupid decisions on my part. Now I'm separated. I was like, oh damn, I'm black. I'm separated from the group. What the fuck's wrong with me? I shouldn't be doing this. It was night. It was pitch black. I tried to make my way back to the group. Lord, when I went back to that bridge, because I thought, okay, let me try to scale the bridge, because like there's like a small hill I can climb.
Wait, so wait. So you tried to scale the bridge?
Oh no, scale the hill. My bad.
I was about to say, my goodness.
I was say, big bro, you good? You
Dog. Again, we call that fuck. What do we call that? Because it was, I forgot, but it's like where a bunch of parades go. It's a parade route. It's a parade route.
Yeah, I don't think.
Dog, as I was scaling this hill, I felt something touch me. I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Right? And I look up and I see a figure of a man just walking by. I was tripping out. And I was really damn scared. And I was like, what? I was in middle school when this happened, so I was still dumb. I was tripping out. And this was like
did
the
y'all
first...
find out what was in the tent, or was it just like a homeless person tent?
I don't fucking know. But to end this story off, because since this was my first year living with my dad, or during the summer at that new place, apparently it was the main road and people do a lot of dumb shit there. So like that tent, apparently somebody was fucking.
so the outcome of that was just, apparently somebody's fucking.
Yep, and that main road, it's just a hot spot for people that have no business being outside, walking across that bridge. Because the only way to get to the main street, because like, think of an entire street dedicated to shops, clothing, just the main road. You know, we can buy a lot of stuff. A mall, that's a street on both sides, right? Also
essentially a shopping center.
Yes and no. I guess, I don't know, but in that specific area, there's a lot of people that have no business being outside, being out there, with the added addition to being next to a graveyard.
Bruh, so you just double dipped your toes in L. That's all I'm hearing. You just L to give out everywhere. You got L there, you got L there.
Yes, and during this entire time, I thought, damn, I really done fucked up now. I thought I fucked with some spirits the moment I opened that tent.
Dog, you fucked with the forbidden hobo. And he's come to clap your cheeks.
David Jones
under the bypass bridge.
It was crazy too, because it was like there was a bunch of clothes everywhere, like a room. It was like imagine a campfire and around it, and like scattered all over the place, clothing, just random shit.
All right, another topic I wanted to throw out, unless anyone else had anything they wanted to add to that. Was there anything else anyone wanted to add to that? Wait, what'd you say?
I got shit on ghosts.
Ooh, how good is it?
So, I didn't used to believe in ghosts. I didn't used to believe in any form of consciousness. I believe that when we die, it's the ground. That's it. Game over. But recently, I've been doing a lot of research, and there was a released CIA document containing their theory on existence itself. And their theory
Didn't we learn from the first episode to not mess with CIA documents? When we found out what was on the Cheeto dust, didn't we?
Listen, this is less dangerous than that.
Okay, all right. Making sure, because last time I had to edit that out, and it was a complete shit show. You know, they came to my house. Open up, sir. It was no good.
Hey, bro, I'm on the do not buy list for all Cheeto products. They will not sell me that shit anywhere. I can't even get the Doritos Locos Tacos. Like anything orange, I can't get.
So they just have every time you ask, they're like, let me see your ID. Look at your ID. They pull out a picture from under the cash. They're like, this is the nigga
Like,
I
nah.
never did. But go ahead.
Basically, the CIA document wasn't released because it was disproven. It was released because the CIA no longer felt it needed to be secret. So their best guess of the universe is that we live in sort of a simulation. Your consciousness is the basically. So, for instance, if scientists mess around with the cells in your brain, the sky is blue, correct? But if they mess around with cells in your brain, you can see the sky is purple or yellow or whatever, and that'll be your reality. Your consciousness has everything to do with the reality you live in. Furthermore, they stated that we are corporeal entities, meaning that we're in a body. But they also stated that we need to be prepared to meet non-corporeal entities. Furthermore, there's Einstein thought that death isn't the end. Einstein thought that way because your consciousness is the universe. The universe you see is in your head. So and now they're starting to research further on his theories. And there are claims from reputable doctors, not like just whack jobs, that when you die, that's not the end. And so it makes sense that, every single culture had dreams of an afterlife, what happens after death. And it's more likely that they're right than wrong, especially when science starts to back it up.
No joke, man. That's no joke. But since we're getting into the... You go ahead.
Non-corporeal entities, we've always had names for that. We called them ghosts, spirits, gods,
If the CIA shows up at my house, I'm pointing them in your direction.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
I'm snitching.
I can see the red light on my leg. What you gotta aim a little higher, buddy. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
He's just gonna shoot you in the goddamn calf.
Yeah, they were gonna shoot me in the balls, so I can't reproduce anymore, bro. It's tragic. They were like, "We're not gonna kill you, just make it so you can't nut anymore."
Your bloodline is too powerful now that you know.
My knowledge.
You can't spread that shit.
That reminds me.
No. All right. Scientifically, right? What race do you think got the baddest bitches? Let's.
All right.
Let's do a top three. Let's do a top three because scientifically, let's do a top three. We'll start from the bottom up. Carlos, you first.
Okay, so I think honestly, even though they're not my type, Hispanics. Because here's the thing, I'm talking like going all the way back to ancient shit. The women did not wear clothing. They let them titties hang out, and the reason they did that shit is because they look good. The reason they didn't wear big ass pants is because they look good, bro. They were showing off.
Lord of mercy. All right, number two. You got to give all three, bro. Number two.
Two. Honestly, like probably black girls, because
we're going off of looks, right? Not just personality.
Yeah.
Like we're not counting personality or anything.
Any race could be personality, unless
I'm just asking.
We're going off of looks. So I'm gonna say black girls because black women have the Eve gene, which is not found in any other race, meaning that they can carry all genetics.
Bro, red pill me on the Eve gene, bro.
Bro, so the Eve gene is basically the mother of all genes. Only black women can have it. So the theory would be that
so that's like
Eve
the
was
BBC
black
gene.
because she gave birth to all different genes. It can kind of alter itself to be anything when they have children. So yeah, but black women just have
black
natural. They be badass bitches, and they don't fucking age like normal people. You ever seen a 50-year-old white bitch compared to a 50-year-old black bitch? That's all I need to say.
Black don't crack.
Yeah, exactly. And then first, probably Asians. So they don't have the biggest proportions, but an Asian woman can look fucking 20 until she's 80. Of course, then they look 100
age all at once, and then they just turn to dust.
Of course, then they look 100, but you cross that bridge when you get to it. Would you rather have a wife that looks 20 until she's 80? Like,
all right. What about you, Jay? What is your?
I'm gonna keep it real, dog. I don't know. Like, this is something I have not put thought to in like the years of my life.
Is this something you want to tell us, bro?
Bro, he's just gonna say anime women.
Whew, broken. He's gonna go.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro.
Jalen's gonna pull a fast one. He's gonna be like, "Hey yo, Frank Ocean got that cake, bro."
Just come out of nowhere.
Jay, you can't do this.
I'm sorry, man. It's just the way I'm just a messenger.
I'm just a messenger. Oh, that's broken. All right, what about you, Eustace? What do you think? What do you think?
So I'm gonna go from my top to the low. So my top tier to low tier. Firstly, I'm gonna have to go with woman. Why?
Which woman?
White.
Of course. Of course. You fucking British.
You guys ever seen Get Out?
Bro, that's just called revenge.
And here's why. Because it's a 50-50 chance, right? Because you can't lie.
50.
An older white woman can still look good without makeup, right? It's possible. It's a 50-50 chance. They
50-50.
sometimes can look good without makeup.
Okay.
Right? And that's all I gotta say. My second one is gonna have to be Asians.
Okay.
And I'm not calling them bad, but I'm gonna have to go agree with Carlos. Black women. I'm gonna have to go with for my example, more of the Middle East, closer to Africa, that area.
Oh, okay. You like them
Hey, but bro, like, here's the thing about white women, though. Like, for real, you have a 90 to 10% chance. 90% they cannot cook. 10%.
That's what I was going off of.
You see, here's the thing. I don't need them to cook. Like, what if I can cook? I can cook my own damn meal.
Okay, but what if you're ill and you can't really move that well? Then you're dead. You're starving.
But here's the thing. So it's all fun and games until you find out that you married a girl who thinks that mac and cheese out the box is better than homemade mac and cheese.
Here, I'll just.
And I'm not talking no good mac and cheese. I'm talking some fucking craft mac and cheese, bro. Like, you could marry a girl who doesn't want you to use salt and pepper in your food because it's too seasoned.
I feel like when you date white women, you have that 50-50 chance of catching that rape allegation.
You know, I could just always go to Europe.
Especially as a black man. As a black man, dating a white woman is a risky game because if you slip up and do some shit, she can always report you for raping her, and they will believe her.
And you see, I'm not gonna lie, aren't you like really tall? So
see,
when they
that's
look
all
at you,
fun
they're
and
gonna
games.
look at that porch.
I really don't give a damn. I'm still, I really don't care. I said what I said, and I'm going to keep to my word. And to the cooking aspect, I can just always teach her how to cook. It's not that big of a deal. Not a lot of women know how to cook.
It is a big deal.
I can just teach them how to cook.
Why don't they already know how to cook by that age? Is my question.
Why get a 10 out of 10 white girl that doesn't know how to cook when you can get a 10 out of 10 black girl who knows how to cook but will give you slightly more attitude?
So my thing is, like, everyone should know how to cook. Every person, man, woman, should know how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, you cannot survive on your own. I don't want a woman who can't survive on her own.
And that's where we go back to the teaching children.
Yeah, because teach your kids how to cook.
Yeah, because like in today's age, who's really teaching their kids how to cook? I asked my parents multiple times, especially my mom. Hey mom, let me help cook some spaghetti. Nah. Hey mom, teach me how to cook steak. Nah.
True, I learned how to cook that stuff by myself.
Hey mom,
I had to learn on my own too. Like, that's real shit. That's real shit.
The only thing I really know, like when I was younger, was how to make an omelet.
Oh, that's an L.
Bro,
so I know how to make an omelet and an egg burrito with steakums, and that was it.
Bro,
and then I just
here's the thing, bro. Dead ass, Cameron, you're so fucking right. Like, the other day, I taught my youngest brother how to cook a fried egg. He didn't know how to fry a fucking egg. He's 12. Bro, and the worst part is my parents never taught me either. I learned on my own. I made cooking my hobby, and I've cooked more meals for my family in the last year than my parents have in the last 6.
Dang.
Like, I learned how to cook, and cooking is basic. You're really learning techniques. If you know how to fry chicken and batter it, by hand, you know how to fry everything. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
just
it's
need
like-
to know
yeah.
basics, how long
Because-
to cook things, what temperature.
See, my mom is mostly my dad showing me, but that's like on the grilling aspect. When it comes
I
to
was
like
gonna say, yeah.
whipping it up in the kitchen, making delicious meals, my mom can do it. When I ask, she's like, no. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I literally have to learn this on my own. Like, I didn't know how to cook Scrabble. Like, I was like,
Well,
"Hey,
I mean,
Mom,
in
can
your
you
defense,
Scrabble?"
most
Like,
people don't know how to cook Scrabble.
my mom,
And
she
real
was
shit
like,
though, real shit.
the-
So like cooking is so much cheaper than eating out. So if you teach your kid how to cook, you're teaching them how to save money and shop. If you don't teach your kid how to cook, they don't know what groceries to get. Like, what?
yeah, it's like, because on the Scrabble thing, it was like, hey, Mom, and it was like when I was younger, can I have Scrabble? Are you going to cook it? I don't know really how to cook it, but I can look it up. She got her ass up immediately and started making some Scrabble. I was like, what the fuck?
She was like, you gonna
Woman
fuck it up. She was like, you gonna fuck it
I'm
up.
kidding.
Yeah,
That
it's like, he was like, can you teach me? And I was like, can you teach me how to cook Scrabble? This is literally what she said. Put it in some oil with some powder or whatever this shit's called for cooking. Flip it over, powder, boom, you're good. What the fuck?
I still
It's
She
like,
didn't
bro,
even-
what temperature do I
you're
set
taking
it?
an L.
Exactly. It's like I literally I learned how to cook Scrabble on my own, and like when I started actually making my own food, especially like late at night, because I said to her one time, once I learned how to start cooking,
But tell you what,
I'm
tell you
gonna
what,
start making shit
you're
late at
saying
night.
all this, right? And this all is good. This sounds good. But what if you get this fine white joint, right? 10 out of 10. Bomb head, bomb butt, everything fire, right? And she get to cooking, and her shit tastes like straight dog food. Like straight doo-doo water garbage dog food. And you like,
all right,
let me teach
it's
you
a
how to
simple
cook.
fix.
And she goes, no, ma'am, I don't think I want to teach you. I don't think you don't need to teach me to cook. I know what I'm doing. I've been cooking for 20 years, and you're not going to tell me how I cook. How are you going
And
to
then
feel
I'll
then?
say to her,
How you feel then?
don't be surprised when I have food for myself. I'm
Yeah,
going.
bro, like-
Since you didn't
But I'm
want
saying,
to learn how to
why
cook,
would you take
I'm
that
going to
L
make
when
you
you can?
sit.
Why would you take that
Because
L when you
again-
can just get a bad black girl that'll do the same
Again, it's
thing?
really to me it is not that big of a concern. But if she says all that, I'm going to make her watch me cook, or whatever.
You can't
All right.
make her do nothing, bro. You really
Right,
can't.
I'll send her a video of me cooking, right? And then I'll send her a video of me eating.
Send
Like
her a
I'm
video.
like slowly cutting the steak, taking a bite out of it. Like I like this.
While
Medium
he's doing
rare.
all of this, he's staring at the camera with like
Yes,
a ready
I am.
stern look.
It's like
Bro, I'm pulling
flipping
pulling
pancakes without looking. Like yeah, watch me cook.
I'm pulling the
It
long
made
game, bro.
none
Like
of this.
I'm gonna be big brained about it. I'm gonna be like, listen, name the things you know how to cook from scratch. And when she can't name shit, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, I can make this. I can make fucking eggs 20 different ways. I can fry chicken, bake
Yeah.
chicken, grilled chicken, roast chicken. I can fucking cook shit in a crock
Well, it
pot
sounds
and
like
make
you
my
should
own
be in the
soup,
kitchen
my own
barefoot.
broth,
Oh, no,
my
I
own
mean-
burgers,
I mean,
everything. I'm gonna list it. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
okay,
That
And
is
be like,
true
yo,
though.
yo,
Wait,
like-
hey, Hannibal made a good point, Carlito. It said it sounds like you should be in the kitchen more than she should, big dog.
bro,
Well,
I
I mean-
will be, because here's
Listen.
the thing. I hate basic ass meals, especially when I buy good ingredients. If I
Listen.
buy a goddamn piece of salmon and you do some dumb shit like bake it in the oven, pull it apart, and make it into tuna salad like my fucking white stepfather has done, I'm gonna be real upset, dog. I'm gonna be like, bro, that's a $20 piece of fish you made into goddamn canned tuna.
You know,
Listen.
to add on what Carlos said, you know,
Oh shit.
and to add on what Hannibal said, then this whole meme of well, women should go back into the kitchen. Isn't it mostly males that are better chefs than females?
Because they don't know how
They're
to
the
do it
best
right, so
known.
somebody else got to
Like-
do it.
Oh, okay, all right. We're not gonna.
I'm not gonna say that men are better chefs.
I can't stand what. No,
I'm
I'm
saying
playing.
the most well-known ones.
They're getting
Oh.
on my nerves.
The most well-known chefs are like the most successful ones.
Well, I mean, and I'm gonna leave it on this. Hell's Kitchen got some really good female chefs.
Listen,
I mean, most of
Hell's
the
Kitchen
women.
got
do,
me
they do.
acting unwise.
I'm gonna be real for a second.
I
Could
felt
you
like
imagine
the
a
chef after
female?
watching whatever-
Could you imagine a female Gordon Ramsay? Like, could you imagine that?
Oh
I
Lord.
feel like
It's
I
fucking
wouldn't. I just
raw.
couldn't take her as
This
serious.
steak is bloodier than my tampon.
I wouldn't be able to take her seriously.
Making more than me.
Like just a really attractive blonde just screaming at you angrily about how bad you can cook.
I'd probably
Hey,
get a
bro,
chub. I don't
it's
know.
all fun and games till one of the.
It's kind of what?
It's all fun and games till a hot female Gordon Ramsay yelling at you and you got a boner on live TV.
I never felt more humiliated and horny in my life.
See, now it's all funny games until she threatens to cut the sausage.
Oh, I mean, definitely those who have a passion for it should be cooking.
I
But,
think
like,
that no matter what.
Hold on. Let Hannibal finish. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
No, I mean, all I was saying was like a female Gordina Ramsay or whatever. Tell me what's
Gordina.
good.
Fucking idiot.
She's just kirking out on you. She like steps on you with her high heels. Someone needs to make an
donkey.
anime girl Gordon Ramsay.
No, they don't.
They
no,
definitely
they
do. Hold
don't.
up.
It's probably already happened.
Where's the
Actually,
lamb?
that's the problem.
Someone go grab an anime
Bro.
girl Gordon Ramsay. We're gonna put it in the thumbnail of this video.
I got it, bro.
Good stuff.
Hey, bro,
Alright, so,
but deadass, you should always be in the pursuit of knowledge. Male or female, cooking is valuable knowledge. If you're a female and you can't cook, you haven't failed as a female. You failed as a basic functioning human being.
Based. All right, but back to the main topic. Hannibal, what are your top three? What do you think? What
Main
not to be
topic, yeah,
racist,
okay.
But what are your top three female races? Like, what do you think? What race do you think are the baddest bitches? Like, they're all females be bad, but what one has the highest bad to not bad ratio?
Hold on. Where do you want me to post it? Because I'm gonna post them in general.
Post in general, yeah. And go ahead, Hannibal. What were you saying?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I'd rather do, the country.
Oh, so
And
you
you said
think the
top three, right?
countries, the country bitches?
He's like, I need that Pakistani pussy.
I mean, that shit is wet though, and it's the bomb. You feel me?
Bro, that's not lube, that's oil. They got all the oil in the world, bro.
I mean, hey, shit, slip and
They
slide.
come out like gasoline, bro.
Hey man, my dude said if it's wet, it's wet. Oil, be it oil, lube, slip and slide, bro. Hey, I fuck with it.
He like, hey, bro, I need an oil change. Fuck you mean, yo?
She just starts taking off her pants like, all right, I got you. Hold on.
All right, big dog, here you go. Man, just don't say it too loud. You might get rated.
I mean, actually though, like that's why like the joints is like top three. Then you got Japanese too. Brazilian.
Bro, I tell you.
Brazil? Oh no.
Yes, dog.
No,
Dog,
I don't want to go to Brazil.
I cannot stress this enough. My three, again, have to be black girls, Japs, and Brazilians too, bro. I literally
God,
have
that's a dated racial slur.
God.
Pretty
What is this,
much.
the 40s?
Right.
Japs, it's short for Japanese. What do you mean? J-A-P.
That's like a really dated
Might as well
fucking
say
slur, bro.
Hey, Caleb.
So I'm the bad guy here. So I'm the bad guy for saying this.
No,
Maybe
I'm not
you
saying you're the
were-
bad guy. I'm saying you're behind on your racial slurs. You need to update.
Come
your
on,
lingo,
Internet
dog.
Explorer. What you doing, bro?
I should have just been like threadhead or something. I should have just said worse. You,
Could have said
Nah, bro. Like,
Japanese.
for instance, I like to invent my own that sound really racial and sound like they could be old, but they're not. So, like, if I just clean my room cleaner than a Jew's nose on our wedding day. That sounds really old and really fucked up, but it's not. I made that shit up, so it's not wrong.
So it sounds like it's bad, but in
It
reality,
sounds like it's bad, but I made it up in 2020, so there's nothing wrong with it.
I can't even argue with that.
But to back
Yeah.
up his view on Brazilians, I gotta say they are truly like, you either get a really bad one with like brown skin, blue eyes, nice long hair.
I don't think I've ever
curly.
seen any of them then,
Dog.
because I'm not in the loop here.
That here the thing.
Bro,
that's-
they be
so here's
they
the
be
catch,
watching
though.
too much fucked up porn. That's
Nah,
why they
bro,
like
I'm
Brazil.
telling you, no. Listen. It's 50,
They be the main bitches on some
It's
far
either-
porn shit, bro.
It's either they the baddest bitches, or they the baddest bitches, and then they got a dick in their pants. That's the catch. That's
Hey, bro,
the
what's the
Brazilian
difference?
catch.
What's the difference?
There's a dick.
If
in
they
it.
bad, they bad.
No,
I'm
but
signing off.
That's the that's the catch with
Signing
Brazilian
off.
jokes, bro. It's a 50-50 gamble. You be like, I take you back to a hotel. We have fun. You're like, okay. And
That
then
sounds
Hey,
like
bro,
Thailand.
especially if you're an
You take
American
the point.
citizen.
Oh yeah, especially if you're American. Then you flip the coin, right?
Because they want that.
If
They
it's
want that
heads,
green card, bro.
When she drops it, it's a she. When it's tails, when she drops it,
She's bigger than you.
the BBC Junior.
Hey, bro,
is
if she's
all
bigger than me,
and,
real
and,
upset, bro.
and you gotta eat. I mean, at that point, that's when I walk out. That's when I go.
I'm not walking out, but damn, bro, you bigger than me. What the fuck you want me to do?
It's
bro,
bigger
nice
than a
talk, man.
samurai sword.
Hey, bro, you got a nice one, bro.
You
Nice
paid for
size.
2 hours. You paid for 2 hour
Whoa.
session.
Nice cock.
Bro, that's a big L. But the Japs,
Bro.
man, the Japanese, oof. messed up
Again with the outdated racials, man.
It's not a slur. It's not
Come
a
on,
slur.
internet
It's
explorer,
literally
and
a
there it
variation
is.
for the word. It's not a
And
slur.
there it
by the way,
is.
I posted
It's
the
what
female
World
Gordon
War
Ramsay on
II
the chat.
white people
You're
called
blessing-
Japanese people.
So could you do one that's easy? Actually, Carlito, could you Photoshop the image on the right into the in the background I give you? The Gordon on the right.
Right now, I'm working on anime girl Gordon Ramsay. Like as we speak.
Okay. All right. Did I send you the background to use?
I got you. Do you want a background? Because
No, I'll give you a
cropping
background. I'll give you a background. Use the background I'm gonna send.
No, this is
for
hard.
Gordon Ramsay girl.
Yeah, use this background right here.
Gordon Ramsay's gonna find this one day
There you
and
go.
call us a
Bro,
bunch of
if
fucking
Gordon Ramsay
donkeys.
shows up to my house ready to fight, I'm gonna just be like, "Hey, man, you can beat
Have
the
her in
shit
the
out of
sky
me all
like
you
a-
want,
Have her
but
like,
you gotta teach me how to cook some shit, bro."
have her like an
Before-
unhappy
before you-
chef in the sky. There's multiple images of her that look really.
I told you that this was possibly a thing because
Oh my god.
Art knows no
Anime-
bounds.
You
anime
add-
Gordon
you add-
Ramsay.
Find one, and damn it, I found one.
Hey, you did good. You did good. You really did.
you did. What was I asked? I can't get
So,
that upset.
Hannibal,
Do
you
you
have any
need-
topics you want to bring up?
The background,
Never question my
Topic-
determination
Oh,
again.
bro. I found the exact same one, bro.
Wait. Hold up. What'd you say, Hannibal? Go ahead.
Can you not hear me? Is my volume low or something?
No. It's just when they were talking, they're louder than you for me.
Upgrade my tech.
You might need
Hold
that.
up, how about this? Right click, user volume, 200.
All right,
That
go ahead.
work? Does it sound better?
Yeah, you do.
What was I on? Like 72s?
I don't know
No,
shit.
you were
For me,
on,
you're on
50.
90, and then I raised you. But that's just
Trash.
default.
Nah, but fucks with it. Yeah, I was making sense. Gordon Ramsay again. He can come up to my house. He don't got no hands, so he could talk some shit.
Nah, bro. That's your main mistake. Gordon Ramsay is trained black belt in multiple MMA styles. Gordon Ramsay will fuck
Got
your
a
shit
gun.
up, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, you think Gordon
He's a
Ramsay scares a
master
gun?
chef.
He'll eat
He'll
that
just
shit.
deflect the
Dog,
bullet.
Bro,
Go
he'll
ahead.
take
No,
that
no,
shit,
no,
put
no,
it in a
no.
pan, fry it
It's
up,
all
and
fun
eat
and
it.
games. It's all fun and games until Gordon Ramsay gets fucking shot. Like, my man said, "I have a gun."
But look,
Hey, bro,
I said
here's
he's
the
a
thing,
master
though.
chef. He'll just deflect the bullet, bro. Like he knows what he's doing tonight.
Here's what he'll do. He'll take the gun from you. He'll take the gun from you, fry that shit up in a pan, cut it up, and serve it to you.
And call you a fucking donkey.
Yeah, and then tell you that you can cook like shit.
Bitch.
This unseasoned ass gun.
Has anyone seen that, anyone heard that clip of the dad from what is it? It was from what is that show? Black Lightning? Not Black Lightning. Static Shock. Where he's
Black lightning.
he's like, "Get back in the kitchen." Oh, was that Batman or was it Static Shock?
I couldn't tell you, dog. I couldn't tell you.
And the woman just walks and goes right into the kitchen. She just looks down and just goes. And I think it's because
It's so much disappointment.
I don't know what it was. I gotta watch that episode again. I forgot what show that was. It was
What?
Batman Beyond. God, she's just
Bro, I
back in the
love
kitchen.
Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was my shit, bro. I watched that shit when I was so little. Probably shouldn't have been watching that shit, but
So-
I have parents that don't care about me.
Oh, broken. But to sum it up, yay or nay, would you want anime girl Gordon Ramsay to yell at you?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
I
No.
wanted to point
She
a
can
knife
yell
at
me
my
all day.
Yes. It is perfect.
Definitely
bro, I
she's in
wanna-
Food Wars.
I wanted to
No
put a
joke.
knife
She's
in
in
my
Food Wars? Oh man. Have y'all seen Food Wars? Have you watched it?
Oh,
No.
this
Oh,
is.
it's really good. No, it's really good. And then all the food they make on it is even better. Whew. All the food they make on that show is fire. Anime girl
bro,
for Food
but
World
let's
2020.
real shit. Best looking animated food is Monster Hunter World. That shit be making me hungry as fuck,
Dog,
bro.
if you've seen the Monster Hunter World food, that shit, mouth
Here's my
watering.
critique. Here's my critique of that. It's fish, right? And no. The cats. I wonder if they ever got a single piece of hair in that damn food.
No, because if they do, we feed them to the Anjanaths.
If they do, they become the food. You eat my
Right.
goddamn food, you become the food. Fuck you.
Did you just
Was there?
did you just put hair in my soup? Okay.
Bro, did you see my
You see that
you see
sleeping
my
Nargacuga
Calico,
over there?
evil
Feed
looking
it.
fucking shit? Just initiate a battle with a
Actually, matter
god.
of fact,
Like
no, I got
fucking,
something better.
Could you
Cook
imagine?
one of your own.
Oh,
But yeah, back to it. Hey, yo, Hannibal, you got any topics? You got anything you want to discuss while you're here?
Edible bars.
Cannibal bar.
Hey, bro, what about the Fetty Whopper?
The Fetty Whopper. What about the
The
Shimurda
Fetty
fries,
Whopper.
bro?
I mean, man,
Hey, bro, y'all heard
No,
of the
wait,
Juice
Hannibal,
WRLD
wait.
burger?
Hold up. Go ahead. Say it again, Hannibal.
I was just saying, I'm ready for spooky season. That's the only real topic on my mind.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm ready for
Facts.
hoodie season,
I
though.
swear to God.
Hoodie season is where I thrive.
Bro,
Wait, to
Jalen, you
dress
wear
as-
a hoodie in your house.
31 days of
I do.
31, bro. I'm gonna dress as the Deep this year for Halloween.
Okay.
Dress as the Deep. I'm gonna get the full
This
outfit,
year-
bro.
This year I'm gonna dress as Caleb. Like I'm gonna just buy me an Armani Exchange tracksuit, and then I got the whole fit.
got him.
Exposed.
Wait. What was that? What the fuck was that last part?
I said I'm gonna buy me an Armani Exchange tracksuit, and then I got the whole fit, bro. That's my Caleb costume.
I can't believe
He put you on blast,
these are
bro. What you
battle.
gonna
These
do?
are battle, bro. When I walked into that Armani Exchange, they were like, "Bro, you got the whole fit. May as well buy all our shoes." I was like,
Yeah, bro, you're the only non-Arab person who shops at Armani Exchange. You keep that entire location in business. It's all you. You walk in there and they go, "Oh, looks like I can eat finally because Caleb's back. I gotta get this commission check."
It took you 5 years.
Damn, that's awful. They must be down
You
bad.
walk in after like a few months and you're fucking like the guy in the front who tries
Has
to tell
sunken
you
cheeks
shit.
and shit.
He's just like fucking starving. He's like, "Caleb, the prophet has returned."
You are the Messiah.
You know,
Lord have
since
mercy.
we're going to do the spooky season, I'm gonna dress up as a Roman, and I'm gonna force somebody to dress up as a Greek, and then I'm gonna just beat the shit
Who
out
are
of
you? I'm from ancient Greece.
You are from ancient.
Yo, aren't you? Yeah, you're like 6-something. So if you dress as a Roman, you're gonna be. Niggas gonna
You're
be scared.
horrible.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah, intimidated.
I'm gonna hit somebody with the shield and start beating them in the streets. I'm like, die, you Greek!
He's gonna hit him over the head with like a front, like a really oversized frying pan. That's it.
And I'm gonna throw a spear at somebody.
what are you gonna be for spooky season, Hannibal?
Hannibal bars.
I mean, there's no real point this year for it to go out. So there's nothing to dress up as, but
That's the reason.
I'm just in the aesthetic.
Nah. The real
There's no
horror for
parties, there's no-
the real
no
horror
spooky
for this
Yes,
season.
Yes, it is. It's called eggs and toilet paper.
He just exposed
Our
himself.
woman's shopping list.
Oh yeah. Well, see, AC Hannibal chases the waterfalls and the drip. That man is a coochie connoisseur. Yeah, he's a coochie consumer. Like that man.
This year, nobody's going out, so he's just gonna break in dressed as like.
You know, that's a good
Just-
idea.
Yeah, dressed in
I mean,
his.
it's Freddy, right?
He's gonna be
Knock on the door.
dog. No, he's gonna be Barry White. I tell you, he's gonna be like, you're gonna hear doo. I've been thinking about you.
He's gonna be Bill Cosby, and he's just gonna show up.
I've been thinking about you. Man.
Hey.
No, that's what is that?
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert. Bro, wasn't the whole concept of that movie that he just shot through the TV when this one chick was watching it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that scene was horrifying. She literally was just watching it, and he looks at it. He starts running forward, and he just dives. He just dives through the TV. What would you do if
failed
Fat
the vibe
Albert?
check.
No joke. What would you do if Fat Albert dived into your living room?
Shoot him.
Damn, you broke my floor.
Yeah, try to hang
Oh, you're
on to
not
something.
gonna have Fat Albert cook for you first, though. He probably know how to throw down.
No joke. If you like
You know
600
what?
pounds, like can run that
See, the
fast,
thing is, though.
you must
See,
be
the thing
eating
is,
something
though.
right.
With the way my house is set up, there would be no kitchen. There would be no kitchen left. Like that's it.
My kitchen
Hey,
would
bro,
be
so
gone.
the thing is, like, first, in order to get rid of a Fat Albert, all you gotta tell him is like, "Hey, bro, insulin costs $500 now." You gonna climb his ass right back in the TV, bro.
Hey, I need my insulin shots. Hey.
That is not good at all.
Oh man,
1,000 per box.
that's a legendary. Oh, that's a legendary. Oh man, but yeah, I thought about being the Deep for this Halloween. I don't know. I've been watching The Boys, and I feel like I have his physique.
I think more.
Hey, you should be Andy Samberg, bro.
If
You
say
got
that
it.
again,
You got it.
I'm gonna stab you.
You got it. You got it down,
Literally,
bro.
I only
You
look
already
like
got
Andy
it.
Samberg because my nose was broken or semi-broken when I was younger. That is it. I
Bro,
just have the
you're
boxers.
literally Andy Samberg, but mixed. You're Andy Samberg, but you can say the N-word.
Andy N-word, bro. Andy N-word. That's me.
So we're talking about Halloween, right?
No, we're talking about spooky season, bro.
Spooky season. Okay.
Why would you ask that dumb question and just not follow it up? It was just silence. You said, "Oh, okay," and just didn't say anything.
Me too, bro.
He just still's not talking. He just,
That's it.
Fuck these guys.
He's like, how do I
Fuck
bounce
these
back from this?
how do I come back from this? What is this? There
I'm
is
not
no
thinking
comeback.
about that. Dude,
Actually, I'm gonna be low tier god for Halloween.
Of course you are.
spook.
You spook.
Oh wait. What's so funny, Hannibal?
Oh shit.
I don't know what a spook is, but that was.
You know what else is funny? Me when I sneak into your
nuts.
window and I get one
See-
handful of the titty.
No,
One hand. What?
I'm sorry, but you already lost because he said these nuts. You can't come back from that. There's no bounce back. There's no bounce back from that.
You know what, Caleb? Since you're gonna be a little tier god, I guess I'll be Lazarus.
So wait, is Lazarus the gay rapist one that hangs out with him, or?
No. LTG rocks.
Oh, you're LTG.
Remember the chase? I'm a signal rocks.
Oh my god. G Rocks is legendary.
He got demoted so many times.
Oh man, you might want to fix your mic a little bit. It's a little crackly. Maybe you did something like you're moving too far or something.
I haven't done my settings.
He's just transforming mid
Just
call. That's all.
transforming. He's like, what's going on?
His
nigga?
metamorphosis.
What's going on?" Hey, has
His
anyone
metamorphosis.
ever seen like all of the Boondocks episodes?
No.
Oh yeah.
Only 3 seasons that matter.
Oh, you're
But
one
I've
of
seen them all.
those.
Bro, I mean, it was not the same after, but
I mean, it
They
did have a
really good
couple
show.
good episodes. Come on.
Name
it
them.
did. Yeah, it was just
the
not the
Siri.
same.
The Siri
All
episode
the
was funny.
years.
The Siri episode was funny. And the Soldier Boy episode was funny.
But the thing is, like, that when he left, you know, that's the inspiration behind it. The only reason it was so good is because, like, he grew up in this area. So he grew up around majority black people, and he took African American studies. So he was able to kind of put it together in a funny ass way, but also still real, you know? Imagine if a white person tried to make that shit. That shit would be
I
awful.
guess that's essentially what season 4 was.
Exactly.
And I'm half white, so I probably found that pretty funny. So I thought half of the season was funny, the other half wasn't. I'm like, this isn't funny. And the Siri episode was good. The Kim Kardashian lost sibling was funny too. And that was kind of funny.
Tom, hey, what's that dude name?
It's Tom.
Tom. It was Tom something. No, Tyler Perry.
Oh, that episode was fucking
Oh,
wild.
yes, bro.
Oh my god, Hannibal, have you seen the Tyler Perry episode?
Hey, bro, I met
That's-
Tyler
that's in
Perry.
season 2.
That
Bro, I met
episode-
Tyler Perry, like real life shit.
How is he? How is he in
Was
person?
he like that? Did you need to
Bro,
join the
he's lit, bro. Like he I met him because in my grandmother's neighborhood they did one of those extreme home makeover shits, and he was the sponsor celebrity. And the fucking guy, the guy Ty Pennington, he's a dickhead. Nobody fucking liked him. But he was like, nobody's allowed to take pictures with the celebrity. And Tyler Perry literally was like in my grandmother's front yard. He was like, hey bro, let's take pictures. Like he was like, I'm gonna take pictures with y'all, just don't tell anybody.
He may seem cool and all, but he got really angry after Boondocks posted that show.
No joke.
Oh, he did.
He got very upset with it, like very upset.
Yeah. Well, hold on, what
Kanye
was
West
the
got
whole-
real upset at the South Park fish sticks. And bro, J-Lo got so upset at the taco burrito song. Bro, deadass, there's plenty of people who will tell you that if you sung that shit on one of her sets, she would literally fire you. Like you would be kicked out of there.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you get successful, you get dragged. What it is.
Dog. That's how he's like, did you just do this so that you can get me to suck your dick? Yeah, pretty much. So you're gonna do it, or he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it, man. Man, also perfect thumbnail for this, by the way. The perfect thumbnail. You can still see the window, so you know we're inside the house, just chilling, just. Oh,
This is pain.
Perfection. That was actually perfect. That's gonna be the perfect thumbnail. Yeah, this podcast has been pretty good. Everybody all right? Everyone doing good? Anyone got a funny topic they want to pull up, talk about
I
anything?
just feel like we're sober. Or like that's so wild to me.
I mean, are you sober?
I'm always sober. What are you talking? I'm sober and get pulled over.
That's my trick.
See, that's the
I'm
joke.
always sober.
Half of us like being not sober. The other half like being sober. And then we have Eustace, who's just a wild card. That nigga's just.
And then you got me, who went from always high for 4 years to sober completely.
Well, we weren't talking about. Well, I wasn't talking about smoking the devil's lettuce.
Hey, bro,
Yeah, you're going to hell for that, boy.
You're going to hell for that, man. Oh man, what do you think is the worst piece of media you've ever watched?
CNN.
Oh,
media. So media as far as like the channels, like actual
television.
okay.
Yeah, this nigga said CNN.
CNN. I mean,
I don't like
yeah,
CNN.
I guess I
don't
gotta
fuck
agree.
those guys.
I guess I gotta agree. CNN.
This is like, here's my reasoning. In middle school, my teacher literally tried to brainwash us. Like, 'cause when Donald Trump became president, she was like really trying to brainwash us. I was like, something ain't right about this.
So,
and I
worst piece of media I've
ever.
ever watched. I urge everyone to watch this shit because this is a parent that posted this shit of their daughter trying to get her famous off of some dumbass rap shit. She's only like 4. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's only 17 seconds.
God.
Everyone should
I've
watch
seen
it.
that. Everyone's seen
Everyone
that.
should
Oh
watch
my
it.
God. It's actually awful. It's
It's
literally just that
awful.
woman singing that she's Emily and she's 5. I'm gonna edit it in when we do these. When I do it, I'll play it for everyone.
This is
to hear
harsh.
this. And I'm gonna also edit in screaming. So when it's I'm gonna edit screaming in the background of that. So it's just just screaming and nightmare.
Just get the Keem.
Caleb, you said some funny topics. So how far can we go? Because I got one.
I mean,
that's why I said if he's got one.
oh Lord.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel it. I feel a whole planet of people just disappear as if they were crying out in
Wow,
pain.
disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
And it involves,
I keep screaming,
Caleb
but
and Jay.
I keep screaming, but my God doesn't hear me.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait. What are you? So first of all, remember, we're in the Nightless city. We're not in the world as we know it. So, but continue. Go ahead. It involves us.
Yes, but you guys were the side characters. We already talked about this. If we can't say we can't talk about it, that's cool.
Yeah, let's leave that for another episode.
All right, cool.
I do think we should talk about that story that Jay had.
Hmm? What story?
That you made it apparently clear to me the other day that you found out something that I didn't know that you knew about.
Oh
shit.
Yeah. So how about your story time, and you give us a quick story view of what I didn't know that you knew at the time.
Okay. So
Start from the beginning, so they know context.
If I could remember that much, it's been a while, but we were there's this classroom that we were always able to hide inside of because it was never really ever active until like our lunch period, which is like halfway through the day anyways. So we would always kind of just hang out in there, right? His girlfriend at the time, he had brought her in there. I'm also in there, obviously. But me being the physique I have, I'm pretty flexible and like I can fit in tight spaces. No pun intended. But
Good one.
So I'm able to hide into like one of the cubby holes, and I'm able to close the door on me. So I usually hang out in there in case, you know, like security walks in to check. They did at one point, but that's another story. Our good friend here, our good host here.
Now the preface is I gave this nigga headphones for the specific reason of
he didn't. He thinks he did. He didn't. He didn't. You didn't. You put them on the table next to you. I specifically
fucking gave you those headphones.
But anyways.
No, it's crazy. It was right on Carlos's desk. It really was. It was.
Hey,
right.
bro, I told you not to fucking do it on my desk, bro. Next time I see you, I'm squaring up. I'm squaring up.
He basically started clapping cheeks, and I heard he didn't know up until like maybe a couple of days ago that I heard everything. Like he thought I had headphones, and no, I didn't have headphones. I was just in the cubby hole. And I heard clapping, I heard some moaning. I was like, "All right, we just doing it right
bro,
here."
That's on showing dominance via cuckolding your friends.
It's not really cuckolding if I never found her attractive, though.
That is
bro,
true.
Yeah, but it's still you're watching two people fuck.
He didn't
watch. It's pitch black in there. It's pitch black.
You're
How did
listening
I see?
to two people fuck with no choice but to continue listening.
He had earphones. He could have put them on.
I did. He keeps saying I did. I didn't.
Bro, he left them out on purpose. He was trying to establish dominance, and he did.
Man, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong with that.
Hey, wait. He just.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay because like you know, I have a thing now. Every time I see him, I headbutt him in the exact same spot of his arm. So
yeah,
it's okay.
It's you know, it's been a hell of experience. We're at the mall. If I say something funny, he goes, "Oh, that's funny, Caleb." Headbutts me in my arm. My arm goes all the way behind my shoulder bone. Because
it's always the exact same spot too. I don't know how I always nail
this nigga never switches elbows. He always goes to this one. This nigga, he's like, he will walk to the other side of me just to hit the elbow again.
See, I go for the more psychological trauma. I'll walk up on Caleb in public, put my arm around him, and be like, "Hey, sweetie."
And this dog, you and this nigga Cameron. Oh my god, they always be on me.
It's like, why are you throwing me under the bus?
Your volume's real low, Cam. But yeah, we're just talking about like lame shit y'all do to torture me sometimes.
Lame?
Hold on. What did I do?
Lame?
I said, Carlos said that he goes, yes, headbutting my shoulder is lame. It hurt.
All right, I'm gonna do something else if that's lame. No, he's talking about me. I'm gonna do something else if that's lame.
Please. What do you mean by this?
It's okay.
And Cameron has a bad, oh my God. Every time this nigga Cameron goes into a 7-Eleven.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, no. No, it's awful. It's awful.
Uh-oh.
You might want to increase your volume, Cam. Your shit's a little low.
You shouldn't have told him that because now he's gonna have
let me check and make sure it's not bad. It's just
pure. His pure bass just raises.
No, I have to raise his volume. But yeah. Every time he goes into a 7-Eleven, I don't know if he does this out of spite, anger, frustration. He refuses to not headbutt and destroy the bread. And the thing is, right, bro, he'll wait until I'm looking at him. He'll wait until I look him in his eyes, like his fucking black dead eyes, and he'll crush the bread with his elbow. He'll just elbow drop the whole bread bar, and I'm just
looking no, I'm falling,
and just crush all the bread. Like
Carlos witnessed this.
And yeah, it's awful, bro. It's awful.
I haven't.
Like, here's
and
the
I'm
thing:
glad I haven't.
it's chaos just for the point of chaos.
But there's no reasoning.
Cameron is Joker. He's not like Joaquin Phoenix Joker. He's Heath Ledger Joker. I'm an agent of chaos, Harvey. I crust the bread simply because I can.
No motivation.
No one can stop me.
There's no motivation in his actions. He just decides, oh, we just
Bro, he's
destroy
like-
the bread.
Bro, he's literally Heath Ledger Joker. A little bit of bread gets destroyed in shipping, and nobody bats an eye. But if you crush the entire bread display, everybody loses their mind.
No bread for the entire month. You know, never mind. Hey, hold on. I really want to tell that story. It has Gabe in it, and it was really funny, and it was really chaotic.
The story's funny, but I mean, the thing is, like,
It was funny. It was funny for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's anticlimactic from our viewpoint, because all it was that happened was I told him to call Cameron. He calls you, and then you give his number to 100 different websites and have 100 people call him every day for the next 2 years. Like, it's pretty anticlimactic from our standpoint. It's just like,
Hey, bro,
but he shouldn't have prank called me. He shouldn't have done it. And secondly, he insulted me. He should have blocked his number. Him, by not blocking his number, insulted me. And so I did what was fitting for the crime.
Bro, oh my God, I remember this.
Scammers?
Bro, I played a part in this without even realizing it.
How
So I remember Cameron calling me when that shit happened, and he's like, I know what you did, Carlos. I'm like, bro, what did I do? Enlighten me. Literally, like, I'm just chilling. I was smoking on my back porch at the time. And he's like, I know what you did. You're gonna pay. I'm like, bro, I literally have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Like, and I was so just passive about it. I was like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. All I have done today is watch TV and smoke. Like, that is it.
Wait, that was my first guess. At first, I didn't know who it
wasn't the
was.
same one when who was it? Did Princess call you or someone else called you, Cameron?
Yeah, they called me.
I
too.
took all the
Always
numbers.
assume that I'm in it. Like,
I took all the numbers that I thought of, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Spam call time. And I did it so many times. Let me see. I think I had Gabriel's at the time. I did it to Gabriel more. I was really close to doing it to Carlos. I was like, oh, I was really close.
The worst part is I literally just did nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't even know what was going on.
I had no clue.
I don't know why I thought of Carlos.
Just because I'm associated with all the people who actually did it. But I really don't be doing shit.
This is another case
Guilt
of
by association.
the blue blanket conspiracy. This is another case of that.
Are we going to tell that story?
I mean, it's not much of a story. I took a blanket. So
conspiracy.
All right, so all it was, right, is one day I had a blanket because I used to have sex in really weird places. So I had a blanket that I had bought for one of the locations. And one day I was like, this blanket, it's been used once, so I guess it got to go. And I took the blanket, I just dropped it in Cameron's trash can. That's the story. Just a big giant comforter in his trash can. I was like,
you mean a big giant fucking rag in his trash can?
And you know what?
Comforter, not spelled with a
since that has been confirmed years later, you're gonna look out your window and you're gonna see a red comforter.
Uh-oh. And it's not red by its
Shit
natural color.
marks.
It's not red
Skin
by its
marks,
natural color.
cum, water,
but here's
the
the
entire
thing.
9 yards.
It's different though, because I put it in your trash can. You got to put it in my trash can.
Hey, bro, but Caleb, like, it's a good thing I didn't know what spot it was. Because you know what I would have done, right? Like, I'm more psychological. I would have gone there, taken the blue blanket, and replaced it with a different color blanket. And it would have driven you fucking insane. The whole time you would be like, what the
I would have been like,
yeah, you would have been like, bro,
why
I
is
know
there
it was blue. I know it was
green
blue.
blanket in the area where there's a blue one?
You're like, bro, I know it was blue.
I just wanted to know what went through Cameron's mind when he went to go take out the trash and he just sees a blue
At first, I didn't think of nothing of it. And I put the trash in. And like a few hours later, I thought, like, why the fuck is there a blue blanket inside my trash? Caleb, because like you're the only person who I would think of who's doing that.
Instantly think
because no one else that I know would put a blanket inside a trash can.
Hey, bro.
Caleb, no one in our neighborhood.
Caleb,
in my neighborhood, of course.
You ever decide you hate somebody? Take a whole packet of Orbeez and put it on their lawn.
Oh my
it
god!
Will never get
we made some Orbeez using some French cologne, and
it was cheap ass cologne. It was awful.
And we so Orbeez they absorb liquid and they expand. So we used some cheap cologne, filled it.
And they hold on to odors really
dumped it all over the McDonald's bathroom. All over the McDonald's bathroom. Oh man!
And you know the worst part is it actually made the McDonald's bathroom smell good.
What?
Like it was like a prank, but we actually did them a favor.
We actually helped them. Honestly, I don't even feel bad about it at this point.
The villains that try to ruin the day and they just fix something.
What are some things you've done, Hannibal?
Oh.
Say what?
I said, what are some pranks you've done?
Oh shit.
Arson.
This
is the first thing he resorts to.
Ominous laughter.
Oh man.
So one time as a prank, he's like, one time as a prank, I burned down a building.
Right, just arson. I remember.
Got him. I mean, the best pranks though. I mean, are the. I mean, I guess it's not a prank though, right? Because what I always say is right is a joke or prank. Your audience has to be funny to them, right?
Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
There isn't a prank because they don't find that funny.
Yeah, because you burned down the entire building with 500 families in it.
No, because you fucked your sister. It's not funny. So was that the prank? You just was like, I'm gonna go. No. The best prank is
the best pranks are against old people because, like, here's the thing: if you really dislike an old person, you can prank them simply by making them think they didn't tell you something. I thought I told you to do the dishes. No, you didn't, Granddad. What are you talking about? I swear I told you. Make them think they're losing their shit.
But that's how you give them dementia and you ruin their
You just be like you didn't tell me to do. You walked past my room and that was it. You didn't tell me to do anything.
You didn't tell me to do anything. What are you talking about? And then make it slowly but steadily more. Like tell them that it's Monday on a Tuesday afternoon.
They have dementia and they're gonna get really scared.
It's going to be all fun and games to your granddad.
So who's more chaotic evil?
What was my last prank against you, Caleb? Was it something simple or was it something psychologically scarring?
Oh my god, it was psychologically scarring. Oh my god. So, all right. Do you want me to tell this story?
Yeah, go ahead and tell it, bro.
So, for context, I had got some nice tomboy cheeks earlier.
Totally.
You know, I it was fire. The cheeks were great. Definitely
taking notes.
Yeah, and get a text like 3 months after the cheeks, and it's a text saying
3 months.
3 months, yeah, and I get a text saying, one of your partners has an STD and says you must get checked.
Oh no.
So when I tell you, I honestly felt my balls go into my stomach in fear. It was something I couldn't even.
So the worst part is that it's a real website. It's used primarily to tell your partner anonymously that you have some shit and they need to get checked. So when he Googled the website, he didn't find a fake website.
Real. And so I'm thinking,
found a real website.
Holy shit! Somebody did it. And I'm like, I wore a condom. I'm like, I knew I wore a condom. I knew I wore it. And I'm like, and dog, at some point, so here's the thing, right? I was like, damn, I either didn't catch it or I have AIDS and I'm going to die. And I just don't know. that was it. I'm like, I don't have no symptoms. So it's either I don't have it or I have AIDS and it's going to kill me when I'm like, so I come to terms with it. I'm like, you know what? I wore a condom. I know who I've been bagging lately, so I know it can only be a couple people.
Make it worse. I meant to tell him that day. I did it in the morning. I meant to tell him that day, but I forgot for like 2 days.
So I had to leave that in my mind for 2 days, bro. For 2 whole days. I'm literally like, damn, a nigga is down bad, really, truly down bad right now. And then later he's like, bro, did you get a suspicious text? I'm like, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. And yeah, it turned out he had sent the message, bro. I was like, whew. I was like, phew. I thought I had AIDS, bro. I was like, bro, whenever you don't have symptoms and of something, bro, Google never helps. Never Google.
Ever.
I thought it was I thought this was a joke until it wasn't a joke. Like, never Google because
You think you got a headache? Nah.
you sweat
Actually, your
when you
limbs are going to
sleep.
start coming
Nah,
back
nigga,
to you.
You got AIDS.
Your limbs are
Paralyzed
actually
in your
gonna start-
sleep.
You close your eyes
Hey,
when
bro,
you
you
sleep
got a
and sleep a
cough?
good 7 hours. You got AIDS, nigga.
You got a cough? You got a cough, bro? Nah, you got feline AIDS. You been fucking.
Your stomach is hurting, bro? I don't know. You were touched by one of the elders. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. You got AIDS now, buddy.
You got a stomach virus?
No.
It's something in your stomach, all right.
The BBC.
But it
Real
ain't.
shit, I had the
Wait,
best
wait,
energy drink I've
what
ever
is-
had in my life today.
What is it?
It's called Monster Mule, and you can get it at the Royal Farms. It's literally Monster Ginger Ale. It tastes like ginger ale. It's fucking fire.
For real?
So am
Yeah,
I going to
it's
get kidney
unrelated,
stones?
but it's ginger
or
ale.
like...
So am I gonna get
But
kidney
it's
stones, or
fucking
am I gonna get kidney stones? Is that the
Right,
situation we
On a
have?
scale from 1 to kidney stone, I'd say kidney stone 0.5.
There's a 1% chance that your balls are going to get a little smaller, but
1%.
But you
It
know
just
what?
so happens. It just so happens
Hey,
you've
bro.
gotten that chance every time.
Energy drinks don't shrink your balls, and I can tell you this from experience because Caleb watched me nearly every goddamn day of high school down at least 3 energy drinks a day.
But I've never seen your balls, bro. So I'm gonna need you to have to
Hey, bro,
rewrite that
I've
better.
seen my balls. and
Right, where was that?
I know.
Right, bro.
He can vouch for me, guys. He can vouch for me.
I'm like you. I was like, you might have to
Hey, bro,
reword
you-
that, bro. 'cause
you got
I've
something
never-
to explain, bro?
I've
Hey,
never
bro.
seen your
Hey, bro.
balls.
I got the Carfax. What the fuck are you saying? I got the Carfax.
okay. Here's a topic: dumbest things we did in high school.
Oh, no.
I don't have a list. That would be impossible because I've done a lot
No,
of
just
dumb shit.
just one really funny thing.
Get caught having sex in the teacher's bathroom and security drags us out and then just lets us go to class because we make a bullshit excuse. Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
An idiot.
No.
An actual idiot.
The spray, Caleb. The spray.
That was pretty bad, but I never did that.
Hold up.
Yeah,
I never did that.
What
I
happened?
Never
did that.
happened.
It never happened. 'Cause
Never
I never
happened.
did it.
So here's the thing. Allegedly, there was some light-skinned tall boy who looked kind of like Andy Samberg. And there was also this permanent substitute who was a real bitch. And our class didn't get any substitute work. We didn't get any work. We literally just sat there because our previous teacher may have been an actual crackhead. And like,
No, I
genuinely.
think she pretty was a crackhead.
Yeah, like genuinely, and I don't say it to be mean. I say it to she probably did crack in her free time. But yeah, so we're doing nothing in this class, and it's towards the end of the year. We're seniors anyway. So Caleb's at the time, or not
I
Caleb.
didn't do it, bro.
This-
so
this-
I'm gonna need you to
This
not put
light
my name
skinned
in.
dude at the time's girlfriend, right? She likes to chill in the class, and there would be no problem with that because we're seniors and it's the last month of fucking classes. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? But this substitute didn't feel that way. And let's say that one day this light skinned man happened to order some fart spray, or a friend of him happened to order some fart spray and just give it to him. And you know what he did? The absolute madman. First, he sprayed it in that classroom. Then they moved us out of the classroom. Then he sprayed it in the other classroom. We got moved again, right? And at this point, the administration is thinking, did something die in the walls? Because I assure you, it's stupid. It smells awful. Think of the worst thing you smell and then bottle it up, right? And so then he proceeds to finish it off by nearly emptying the spray bottle on the teacher's purse.
Oh
Now,
no.
Oh my god.
This is allegedly. I never did this. I never did this. This is complete alleged.
No. It's just let's say this is a story. So now the old woman knows something's going on because now her purse smells like dog shit combined with like rotting animal fluid, right?
Mixed in the hot sun.
Yeah, and so now she's wondering what's going on. She's got her eye out now, but that's out of the room for a second. And now, what does this light-skinned man do? He empties that shit on her keyboard, on her laptop. Now, at this point, he steps out before she comes back, but she notices he's gone. So she's got a sneaking suspicion of what's happened. But this absolute savage, you see, he found a trash can and threw the whole bottle away underneath the trash can where it'll never be found, far away from the classroom. So she couldn't prove anything. But later on, so she brings it up to the principal, and they talk to this unknown person, right? And they say that he won't graduate. So then he goes back to this woman pleading, like, I'm so sad, I'm not going to graduate. I'm sorry for what I did, even though he may or may not have done it, right? And he's like, yeah, it just sucks that I'm not going to graduate. My family was excited. So then his grandfather visits the school and tells this teacher, yeah, please let my grandson graduate, and I'll cover the cost of repairing the bag and cleaning it. And, he proceeds to graduate the next day. But here's the thing. The grandfather may or may not have given her a fake number. So she was stuck with a busted-ass laptop, a stinky-ass bag, and a salty-ass expression on her face. Because absolutely nothing happened.
Allegedly. This would be bad if this actually happened, but this story didn't happen. This isn't real. Yeah, this is completely made up. Yeah, it definitely would be bad if that story was real. But yo, whoever did that, absolute mad lad. Honestly, bro, absolute mad lad.
Another great tale of Crossland is this guy we knew, big ass nose. He was named Rodney.
Dog, are you about to tell the race story?
No. I would never.
Race story. Get to the race story when you can, bro.
All right,
bro. Say that shit.
Let's talk about this mean Jamaican woman called Miss Woodley. Oh. Now, she hated Rodney for no reason. But what Rodney had discovered is that he could take with a simple app and control her smartboard. So for the next 2 semesters, the next 2 fucking quarters, whenever we had her class, her smartboard never worked. She had to handwrite every single thing on the whiteboard.
Actually legendary.
Yeah. So now, eventually she caught on. She was like, man, why does my smartboard never work during this week? And she started looking out for people. And she happened to see Rodney touching his phone. Now, Rodney noticed this. And while she got pissed, he deleted the app. And so when she called the administration...
he tried to do that on, I don't remember her name. He tried to do that on her too.
When she called administration in, they found nothing, so they couldn't prove anything. So they gave him ISS for the day just because she was pissed and to keep her happy, you know. But the next day, he walks back into the room, head up high like a king, and she says, "Get out of my classroom." He says, "What did I do?" "You're my teacher. It's my right to be in the classroom." She says, "No." He goes to administration. Administration confronts her and says, "You have to teach him." And she's like, "No, he did this and this." They're like, "We couldn't prove it. So you need to basically suck it up and teach." And that's the story of how she actually quit teaching just our class. Just our class had a permanent sub all year. Just us. All her other periods, she would come in and teach. Just us. And she could never prove it. But the race story.
Oh, okay. So again, this allegedly.
So this story never happened. This is speculation, right? So this story is That's Caleb's first Monster Energy drink. Or no, not even Caleb. So allegedly, in this story, somebody that I knew's first Monster Energy drink. Now it hyped them the fuck up. And they said, I want to run. So Rodney said, I bet I could beat you in a race. The other one said, you can't. What do you want to bet? $20? And Rodney said, no, I'm broke. And the other one, I don't know what sparked this, said, if I win this race, you have to suck my dick. So I played mediator in this. I said, okay, we have to make it fair. So if you win, we gotta make this fair. So if you win, that's a big price to pay. But if you win, you have to make a mark on your arm every day in just an ink pen. If you do that for 2 weeks, then it's gotta happen. He's gotta do it. But in this race, he smoked Rodney. Rodney stands not a chance. He's being run laps around. The caffeine pool in this man's body makes him Usain Bolt for a temporary period. And he laps him. He laps the fuck out of him. And Rodney realizes the price that he has to pay. He realizes what he's got himself into.
You ever see the hope leave with eyes?
Yeah. You ever seen every aspect of a good life leave somebody's eyes? Because I did. And so luckily the other guy, he forgets to write the mark on one day. And I don't know whether that was as a favor to Rodney or just because he's not homosexual and he didn't actually want to experience Rodney's lips, which Rodney had some ass Mr. Popo lips.
Oh shit.
And that's the story of the alleged race.
Long story short, the hero of the race didn't make the other loser suck his dick.
Yeah, long story short.
Basically, the hero allegedly made the other person a slave for like 3 days with a command seal on his hand, but he forgot.
Oh, yeah.
He forgot to do it in the morning, and he was just like, fuck it.
Fuck you. He forgot, and then he realized maybe I didn't want my dick sucked all along.
You're a horrible man.
The story. You can bet money because you can pay it back. You can bet things because you can buy them back. You cannot bet your first homosexual experience.
Go ahead and call the police. It won't unsuck your cock.
Exactly.
The feeling and memory will never leave your mind.
Oh man. Honestly, that story's amazing.
That's the story of the race.
Dog.
Yeah, this person, man, they're crazy, bro.
Dog. Listen, the person did it. It wasn't. They made that bet not because they actually wanted it, because they did it, because they were pretty strict. But they made it as a sign of power.
Let's talk about this person a bit more. So this person has an odd phenomena occur when he ingests energy drinks. So what happens is, I don't know whether it's the caffeine or the gasoline taste, but when they drink energy drinks, they get a symptom called sweetest hardest in public. So I remember going with this person.
We were with you, Caleb,
buying tons of energy drinks. Yeah, we were with a friend and her sister, and I remember buying energy drinks because they had funny names, and I offered. Oh my God. And he drank maybe a third of it, and he was like, "Bro, we gotta sit down." I'm like, "Bro, what's wrong?" Because we were out of earshot of you, Kayla, and her sister, and so I'm like, "Bro, what's wrong? Why we gotta sit down?" And he's like, "Bro, my dick is on hard." I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Bro, we're in a mall. We're in a crowded ass mall. What are you doing out here? And here's the thing. Let's see if he had a small dick, it would be a lot more manageable. He'd be able to keep a cool head. But he was wearing an Armani white tracksuit and he had a goddamn bullet sticking out. And what do you do in the mall when your meat is on full hard? There's nothing you can do, and you're around a friend and her sister. What do you do?
Oh
All you
walk that
can
shit
do is
proud.
sit down.
What?
Dog,
All you can do is sit down.
Dog, I realized it was like 50-50 asking to pipe her sister in the back. You remember when I walked, you remember when you guys were outside smoking or doing your thing and I went inside to go use the restroom?
Yeah.
It took all of my willpower not to ask to fuck her sister's brains out in the back of the store. Oh my god.
Hey, bro, but here's the thing. You made the wise choice because, mind you, this sister allegedly, I'm not gonna fully disclose, but let's say that she has overstepped the privacy bounds between siblings, and she has shared shit that she is not supposed to. So, if Caleb or if this man were to pipe her sister, she would have found out. And how do you think she would react? I guarantee poorly. How do you react to find out that one of your friends piped your sister simply because he was energy drink hard?
Oh my god. That is actually legendary. Oh my god.
Hold on.
Oh, this has been
This
great.
man is a weapon.
Weapon? What do you mean?
This man is a weapon.
Hey, bro, if he's ever tied up or some shit, all he's got to do is down an energy drink. Fucking rip that shit, rip the rope off, bro.
No
Oh
good.
my God.
That is.
Oh my god. I gotta name this one. I don't know what I'm gonna name this. What do you guys think we should name this
The
one?
race.
The race.
The race part 2.
The race.
The race.
Oh my god, my stomach hurts. Holy shit, that was legendary. The race part 2. The return of Jafar. Gotta add return of Jafar. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo. Oh my god. I cannot breathe.
So, does anyone else have any more stories?
I don't think I'll have anything that'll come close to that, like at all.
Oh my god, dog. Again, we used to do crazy shit, man. We used to be crazy kids.
Now, I want to say this one story. It may not be much funny, but I found it really funny. So, there was this one person.
I thought it was fucking funny.
You're such a bitch. So, there was this one person and a few others that we all knew.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to make another Instagram account and take this person's name.
Oh my god. It was this nigga. Oh my god. I'll tell this one. It was
Okay,
this
go
nigga
ahead.
John. This nigga that we knew that was part of this cringe ass gaming network shit. It was so cringe. He was a streamer and he used to just be such a fucking loser. And this nigga, oh my god, this nigga Cameron was a master at taking niggas' accounts, replicating it, and just pretending to be that person. So this nigga John, I don't know what he says to Cameron, but he says something to Cameron.
I said, nigga, you were drone on one of his comments. It was like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he said, nigga, you were drone on one of his comments. And the man got mad and reported it to Instagram, and Instagram bagged Cameron. So you know what this nigga Cameron does? He steals everything about him. Every single thing. Every hashtag, every comment under the photo, every ad. And I don't know how this nigga did it, but he stole literally every. And then it turned out all of John's followers started to migrate to Cameron's fake account. So this nigga real life is like, and then he threatens legal action against us, bro. And we're like, he doesn't know I'm part of the gang, but he starts like, oh my god, I was helping him, and he's like, we can get you for cyberbullying. He's like, nah, this is a fan account, bro. This is just a fan account. You can't bag me. It's a fan account. Excuse me. It was just literally just completely crazy, bro. Literally, this man can do it to anybody in seconds. Literally, if you have an account, he can steal it in the time it takes me to steal it.
And that reminds me of the first time I actually started doing it. And I'm not going to say names, but if Caleb wants to, he go ahead. So I had this second account. I had this thing where I can just make any random accounts at will really fast. Discord, I have an account. I have multiple spam accounts. I have multiple throwaway emails. I can make them all really fast. It's not that hard.
Someone needs to shoot him in the face. He's a cyber criminal.
So I had the second account. I was like, I see our mutual friend name. I was like, all right, bet. I took his name, added a small variation to it.
Oh, you being a dickhead to our co-host Carlito.
Okay. Since he said it, so
being a dickhead.
I took Carlos' name.
I didn't even realize.
No, I took it. Right, and I forgot about it. I made it early in the morning. I forgot about it. Late at night, I get a text from him. He was like, "Why are you trying to steal my identity?" And I just started memeing with him, And then I just started posting.
My only problem, to clarify with this, was he didn't do this, right? So it's not on him. But I didn't know this. But my stepfather followed him. And I thought that he had followed my stepfather first. Now, my thing is, I'm fine with pranks, right? I'm absolutely fine with that. But don't bring my family into it.
Yeah, and to clarify,
to clarify, Cameron didn't. So Cameron did nothing wrong. Like, it wouldn't have bothered me.
I didn't know he had a stepfather. I thought it was just some random dude.
Nah. Right? Cameron did nothing wrong, to clarify. But that was my only issue. I thought he did.
So I'm doing this, right? I'm posting, what's that one song? Ricky lyrics by, I forgot the artist, but I was posting the song Ricky, and I was just sending him lyrics.
That was ironically one of Carlito's favorite songs, bro. I was
So, Carlos, I said to him, say one more thing and I'm going to steal your identity. He said something. I was like, all right. Within like a minute, I have his profile picture. I have 25% of his posts, including comments and tags. And I'm just like spamming him on this account really fast. And then Carlos, right, he got really worried. I was like, okay,
I
bro,
reserve
chill.
the right to call you a faggot for doing that, right? I reserve the. Can I stay doing it?
And I was just, what?
By the way, Hannibal, did you do any cyber crimes? Or not cyber crimes?
Cyber crimes? All right. We're all going to prison.
Do any?
Hey, one of my main accomplishments, this isn't a cyber crime, but a young Carlos managed to obtain nudes via World of Warcraft by a real woman. A real woman sent me nudes from her personal email account because of World of Warcraft.
Hey,
I maintain the right to say I'm the smoothest talker alive because this bitch fell in love with how I act on World of Warcraft.
No, she saw that you had a level 92 sword and she was level 30.
I was only a level 25. Fuck you. She was the one with the drip, bro. She was my sugar mama. She gave me that powerful loot, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's broken. It's actually busted. So Hannibal, come on, give us the story, big guy.
Oh shit. I mean, well, the first topic though to answer, the dumbest shit I did in school in my youth was fail a class so I could get tutored by this girl.
There you go, simping again.
Right, but those were the simp days. Those long before maturity. But a story. I guess wildlife is back in school. Whole point of the weekends is the party, right? You may do some assignments that are due 11:59, but if you miss them, you miss them, right? The point is the party. So we go to this party. It's off campus. Don't know anybody. And you pop the molly as the entrance fee. Oh, did I get this? And you're in there. I'm in there with my good friend. He's a DJ. But we really don't know anybody. We had heard about this in passing, and we were just like, shit, ain't nothing to do. Let's go wild out. Well, again, this is a house. Pop the molly's entrance fee, dance around, all that good stuff. Mind you, I don't do molly that often, so the shit was hitting. I was feeling it, What's that shit? White chicks, Terry Crews on the dance floor. They're living it up. Hours pass, like 2, 3 o'clock. And the party died down. I'm still on the dance floor. DJ friend wrapping up the house owner. And it's just me, the house owner, and her 2 roommates. So my DJ friend takes the house owner up and, does what a DJ needs to do. But like the 3 of us are still, the other 2 other girls, let's say China and Japan, just because, those are good countries to fuck.
I really want to stick my dick in Japan, bro. That's just an island, so you know it's
Ming
wet.
Dynasty pussy got me acting unwise. But continue.
And so literally it was just like more Molly, who was definitely had, but like you do dares, right? You start saying who's gonna do what, shit like this. And mind you, I mean, even though it's off campus, it's still in the city, so it's like it's not like you could just do whatever, like you don't have neighbors. And obviously the dare was like, yo, let's go street camp. Oh. And it's like, you bullshit, you not in the city. It's like it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But it's like, you're like, oh shit, how am I high off this Molly, right? Say it with your chest, as always, right? But it's like, I am not stripping first, right? Because you don't want to be a simp, right? This is educated Hannibal. So he makes sure the 2 girls strip, China and Japan, is out there. And it was like, okay, so now what you about to do? So obviously, dick's on hard, right? Like Molly's some strong. And you were like, damn, I thought these shorties were going bullshit, right? Because now I'm like, I don't want to catch a case. And again, I call them China and Japan, but these women were white. They had no ethnic in the.
They were more like white bread and honey wheat.
They're more like mashed potato and.
But they was definitely Scandinavian. Maybe a ginger was mixed.
They were pickled herring and hergadurga, you know what I'm saying?
But like, I thought they was bullshit. So here we are, clothes off, dick on hard, and they're like, all right, we got to go down the block, and you got to come back. And we all got to do it, right? So I was like, shit. I had no keys again. It's not my house. But I was like, damn, my partner's still upstairs. He's still upstairs. Okay. So I was like, all right, okay, I could do it. I'm a man. I'm about this shit. And I'm gonna make it work, and we're gonna fuck. Right? In my head, this is what we say. So we start. Obviously, all right, as educated Molly Hannibal, you let them go first, right? Because you don't want none of this. Oh, you got out, and then they locked the door.
For a moment.
That would be fucking.
And you're like, oh, this is fun. This is easy. The block's not that harmful. Ain't nobody gonna be here. You get to the corner. You do the jump, touch the stop sign. It's like, oh shit, I'm making it back. And lo and behold, 3:45 in the morning, police just cop car right there, just driving down the street, doing the check. That big spotlight goes on, and you can't. No offense to the listeners or anybody, but you can't hide a dick, right? The shit's out there. You can't be like, oh, I was in a skin tan running suit. No, that shit was out.
And all right, I'd just like to interject. As a black man, you really outside naked with 2 white women. Like you realize that if a cop sees you, right? If a cop sees you, there is no scenario in that cop's mind where these women are voluntarily naked with a black man in public.
Well,
the cops are just going to assume you either kidnapped them or are currently trying to kidnap them.
That is definitely the logical path and how it should have went. But man, thankfully, we're jumping ahead, but that is a good introduction. And the sane, non-mollied Hannibal, who probably would have just been on some liquor or some other drugs, would have been like, "You're right. I'm staying in the house. I'm not doing that." But like I said, Molly was the entrance to the party. It's you do what you. And so part of it was like, "Oh, I'm gonna run as fast as I possibly can." The other part was like, "No, I'm caught." But the two, China and Japan, like, fuck it, they go back to their place. They go on full speed. I was like, fuck. I wish I had known them better. So obviously the big spotlight's out. The cops come on out, and they say, "What the fuck is going on?" And you try to you try to be like, "Well, hello, officer," you know. And
there is no
you,
formality there.
You said, huh?
There is no formality there. You can't save this with formal shit. You got caught with your dick out, bro.
You did. But you gotta hide it, right? You at least gotta. You don't just let it keep swinging, right? You don't want to get off.
You have to
so you gotta at least put your hands over it.
And here's the thing: what the fuck is going on here is a correct response from an officer.
What the fuck's going on?
As an officer, you want to be cordial, but at the same time, you're a human being. And if you see a dude outside with his dick out at 4 a.m., I would say the exact same shit. What the fuck is going on here?
Bro?
So how did you make it out of this?
Oh, I mean, there was no real way to make it out. Because again, I left naked without ID, without, right? I couldn't even show him the college card. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm from a campus, blah, blah, blah." So, you know, obviously you sit down on the curb and you gotta do the response and are you on drugs and type shit, and it's like, well, no, I'm horny, like obviously, right? And so I point to the shorty's house. You like, "Yo, those two girls ran in there." They like, "We didn't really see no two girls. We just saw you running big with a dick out."
So they're also gay cops. So you forgot to add that to the story.
You said what?
So they're also gay cops, because if they didn't see the two white girls, and
yeah, they saw the dick before they saw the girls, bro.
No, I mean, I want you to, again, right? I guess I didn't explain
Did that
it
harm
as
you in
well.
any way?
The way that the cops pulled up on the corner, again, I let the girls go first because I wasn't trying to get got out the way. So when the cops pulled up, they saw me backside of me and put the big bright light on. And I froze because I'm like, I'm not going to keep running. I'm going to see if we can explain it. But they kept running is what I'm trying.
Yeah.
So you just had to be like, you got to knock on this door. You got to, that's where my ID is. That's like where my wallet, like, you got to knock on this door. And they were like, why should we believe you? Like, definitely you're on drugs. Definitely you might got to go down to the station. And I was like, come on, sir. Like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You're not trying to send nobody from the station. Like, literally, just knock on this door, talk to shorties, and we out. So, again, right? Bright light, all this stuff. Because they ran in, thankfully, my partner, you know, he was doing his thing upstairs, but this is why you gotta have you a ride or die. He opened the door and was like, "Yo, you good?" And the officer was like, "Well, who that?" I was like, see, they know me in that house, which is on this block, right? I wasn't just running in the neighborhood.
Big black man running down the street, booty.
I mean, what? Socks and tennis shoes. Socks and tennis shoes.
But why you gotta put that image in my head?
And you see, the thing is, on Molly, you sweat a lot. So not only is it a black man running down the street with his dick out, this man is glistening in the cop light.
Listening. I'm surprised on the horn. I'm surprised the cops didn't blind themselves with how much light was reflected back to them.
Yeah.
This man is a true glizzy gladiator.
Man literally looks like a 7-Eleven glizzy at night. Like, fucking oil.
What was the outcome of this? What was the
outcome of it? Oh, I mean, so the partner came out with the ID, right? Because they had to verify. And again, the smart thing is you always do back in these days. You don't have your state ID. It's always your college one. So they don't know your age. They just know that you go to this university. So it couldn't be like I was underage drinking or underage smoking. I was just doing some wild shit in the neighborhood on college. So they were like, all right, go the fuck back in. But literally, don't do like what the fuck? Like, literally, and I was trying to be like, yo, and so eventually China and Japan came out, but like obviously they were fully dressed. They put that whole innocent officer. Oh, he was at the party. We were just closing it down because he didn't get no noise complaints because it's college town, all that good shit. But again, right, there's no real complaints. It was just because they were driving. But I'm just saying the whole life flashed behind me. The whole whatever feeling I was drugs like was fleshed out. But again, the dick was on hard. Japan was just, like that didn't go away. But everything else, like it was fear. Fear was there.
Okay, so the moral of the story here is when streaking, fuck these hoes. I'm running first. Second of all, if you're streaking, make sure to tuck your ID between the cheeks. That way you got it on you.
The glizzy gobblers caught my nigga.
Bro, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you had your college ID between your cheeks, yes, it would be embarrassing to pull out in front of fucking cops. But would they touch it? No. Would they touch that shit? No, they would not care. They would be like, okay, you got an ID. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, my man's, bro, but the flex factor y'all didn't hear, though, was this nigga said he was on hard the whole time.
He was on hard, bro. The whole time.
They made this nigga sit down on the cement and talk to him.
Bro, how do you think that cop?
Were they two white cops or one cop?
No, it was just one I want to say Filipino cop. I'm not 100%. Again, the nigga was scared. Like I wasn't trying to profile him. He was the one asking the questions. I was
scared of the glizzy gladiator.
The glistening. The glistening.
So the reason he was scared is he saw you were on hard the whole time. So he was probably thinking in his mind, first off, I thought that it was a myth that black guys had schmeat bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just assuming because he's Filipino, and maybe that's racist of me. But prove me wrong. Show me a Filipino with some schmeat. You know what I'm saying? And then we can talk. But at the same time, he's looking at you like, bro. He's looking at you on the floor, on the curb, like, bro, is this man turned on by me? Because at that point, you want to shorten the interaction. So the key to any awkward interaction is to just be like unapologetic about it. For instance,
how was you hiding the glick?
Exactly.
Like,
I'm saying don't hide it. I'm saying don't hide it. If you stay on hard, now he's the person in the awkward position. It's just like, okay, if somebody walks in on you masturbating and you stop, it's awkward for you. If you keep going and they stand there watching, now it's on them. That's why,
such a power
life
move.
lesson. If somebody walks in on you beating your schmeat, keep going because it's not awkward for you at that point. It's awkward for them.
Life lesson is if you want to run down the street naked, number one, be first, so them bitches are behind you. And number two, be on
the real thing is you gotta be in between China and Japan, like the sea, all times.
You're right. You know what?
Because again, right, the other side of the story is you go out first, and then they go, ha, got you, right?
Right. So if you go out with them at the same time, right next to them, it's like China and Japan, and you the ocean, right there.
You the ocean.
All right, but here's the thing though. Moral of the story, bro. Don't fucking streak in a populated place.
And that is a great note to end the podcast on.
Keep your ID on you, bro.
Facts.
Keep it on you.
I'd like to thank Hannibal for coming out here, man. Thank you, man. We look forward to having you on here more. I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Of course.
It's another great podcast with our boy Eustace and Jay. Of course. And of course, Carlito, our lead editor, man. Thank you for being here. You came a little late, but it's all good. We fixed it out, and the runtime of this one is a lot longer. So, editing this is gonna be a pain in the ass, but it'll be worth it. It'll be great. You guys got any closing statements? Anything you wanted to say? Anything?
Always hide your glizzies.
Always hide your glizzies. This is a good one.
If you're streaking, keep the ID between your cheeks, bro.
ID between the cheeks. All right, Eustace, going real quick. Come on.
If I'm going to steal your identity on Instagram and I follow you, don't accept my request.
All right, that works too. You fucking weirdo. And Hannibal, you got one? You got one last one for us?
Oh, I mean, just to round out the topic, build confidence, critical thinking.
One more. One more, and this is the most important. Now, in the story of the race, we learned that you can bet a lot of things. Never bet oral favors.
All right, I'm your host, Mr. Midnight. This has been a great night.